What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, but shit. Try some fun, just having fun. Kill, 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 kill. Fun. Kill, 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 kill. The man in the mirror is a burnout. Everything I love, I fucking burn out. I'm speaking to the people who get burnt out. They don't understand how we get burnt out. The man in the mirror is a burnout. But now I really wanna get burnt out. I'm speaking to the people who get burnt out. Sing the words with me, join in and let's get turned out. You ever thought everything you knew real was a lie? Get off the phone like it's playing traffic, I wanna die. Everything in life in disarray went awry. I feel like 2020 holding coffin, catcher in the rock.
Oh, what's good, y'all?
Yo, hello, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Dreamhouse TV. Y'all already know how I'm coming, how we doing it, you guys. I have a special guest, a very special guest on the Zoom with me. I'm gonna go ahead and allow him to introduce himself. And hey, by all means, please go ahead and take over, let the people know who you are, man.
My name is Grandmaster Xcellent, aka Vader, the Hater Annihilator. Excellence, excellence, young, excellent. The Phoenix.
It's just like that, just like that. Yeah, man.
Excellent
So
world.
put it on the map. Where you from, though? Like, where you from?
Ooh, I'm a child of the world. I happen to reside in America, the home of the brave, baby. Yes. Woo. Right now, I'm in the city of angels, Los Angeles. Los Angeles, baby. Originally, though, my family's from the islands, the Caribbean, and we went to Washington, D.C., the illicit district, the DMV. Oh, my DMV massive. What's going on? The dirty district. Pow. That's where I'm from. But I live in LA now. Because we at. Woo, city of angels. Woo. But I reach out and touch these motherfuckers. Woo.
So how was that transformation for you from, like going from, where you officially from until now you in LA, like that's the whole vibe.
It was a long transition because like there was a point for me, my journey is long. I've been in child music. It was a point where I love this principle that we call hip hop, right? I was a little kid and I heard Biggie, and I was like, and I heard how the response, I'm like, oh my God, I wanted to do that like a machine. And then I grew up, I had to go work, do whatever, get to myself, and then he died, and right? And if there's a point where me, Excellence, having to be part of the LGBT community, but also was the realism, and I didn't want to be fake, right? I didn't want to hide.
Right.
So, I would go into studio sessions after that. I'm a late bloomer because when I was in high school, I was smashing cheerleaders, bang, 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 bang. And, you know what I mean? But then you go into studio sessions and it was like a different vibe. And when I was adult, and I sort of realized, yeah, it's like, okay, I can be fake and hide that, but they're not going to accept me. So for a little bit period, I gave up music, hip hop. So I thought, I still wrote every day on my phone, every day. I started DJing. I DJ Progressive House. That's why the excellence in the name, right? I did some other list of things and other stuff. That's why the name came. Andre got excellence. Andre Excellence. Woo, another world. Excellence. I was DJing Progressive House. You get that. But I learned. I got life experience for a minute, and I traveled around the country and then around the world, right? And my travels led me here to California. I was working in corporate America. I had a job, not a career, because I was listless. And it wasn't until my best friend, we were driving. We were actually going away to like San Diego Pride or some dumb shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we do some stupid, and you're actually getting exclusive. We're driving, we're in traffic on the 5. And he's like, yo, why don't we just do a rap group and we do something fun like NWA, but like the gay way, we call it FAGs. He's like, we do for fun and put a project out. And I'm like, and we do a song out, and we can just avant-garde and talk shit and like NWA is like, fuck the police. Fuck. I'm like, you know what? Why don't we do that? He's like, we can just put it out now. YouTube is and secretly, he didn't know. I had a job and I was okay at the job. I'm one of those people like at 5 o'clock, I'm ready to go. Beep, pop out. Boop. And, you know, I was watching football, doing things, but I wasn't like great at it because there was no passion. My passion was music. I was watching everybody doing it, whatever, thinking it couldn't happen. And then he's like, "Yeah, let's do this project. He's like, you want to do it?" I'm like, "You know, okay, great." We went and had that weekend in San Diego, and I came back, and like 8 days later, I'm like, "Yo, you ready?" He said, "What?" I'm like, I went, found a producer, found a studio. He said, "What?" And then he came in. I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." He's like, "You push him." He's like, And we started. And next thing we in the studio recording, he's like, "The fuck?" And I came in the studio, and I went through, I sourced all of LA, all at that time, found a producer. Boom, I found the sample I want, because for me, I find the sample I want, find the sample I want him to do, put it together, everything. And I went in the booth and killed it. They're like, the dude's like, "Bro, you told me you knew." I'm like, "Oh no, I didn't." Killed it. And we did a project, and that was supposed to come out. We actually did a video and then everything. And then my best friend to this day. And then we about to put it out, and he's like, "Let's put it out." He's like, "No, no, no." My best friend's like, "No, no, 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 no. I thought we was gonna go to like market to labels and stuff." He works as a lawyer. My friend was a lawyer. He's like, "I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. I'll get fired." The video is crazy, out of control. He's like, "I thought we was gonna shop it and get a record deal, and then I quit." I'm like, "No, bro, we gotta put it out now." You know, I'm like, but then the mental block was gone in my head. The world changed, and I never looked back from that point. I started building and building and building from there. And that's what became, you know what I mean? And I started a record label. My first record label was Xcellent, was American Commission, is in Los Angeles. And I was working in the corporate world. My ex at the time was in tech, so that he sold a company, has a little money, whatever. I was a cog in that wheel, right? So when I was starting my things, like, you know what? You start your own label, you work on my stuff forever, go ahead, go. We started a label. I started a label in honor of Biggie. The label was called American Commission, because Biggie wanted to start the commission. Biggie said, "In the commission," Biggie said, "In the commission, we asked for the niggas to hit them." So, and it was supposed to be the dream group with Biggie and Jay and Kim. So I was like, my mom like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the American Commission," we called it. Sourced all of LA, found these producers, and I did a project, and we sent it to a connection we had. And the connection was like, "Yo, this is dope. What the fuck is the LA radio at the time?" The LA radio guy called Izzy Sanchez. If you don't know Izzy Sanchez is promo only and elite music. They're the biggest radio pros in the world in New York. Called him and was like, "Yo, you need to check this dude out." Next day, 2 days later, I'm on a flight to New York. Beep. And the guy, Izzy Sanchez, called me. He's like, "Yo, I don't deal with independence. The last independent I did was Cash Money. He was selling shit out of a suitcase. But the head of programming in LA sent me your set, and it's just dope. Told me what you want to do with it. Yours is dope. What do you want to do?" And we went from there. I went from there. I built Xcellent. I built American Commission. I don't go into the details of that, because, you know, dealing with these people who don't know what they're doing, and you know, I mean, I lost my marriage from that situation because of it. We had owned the label together, and people dealing with crazy people. It's shady people. I learned the music industry in that time. That said, I built myself up from that. I wrote for some of the people you might know. I don't know if you know T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison, she's on like T.S. Madison, she's on in movies, TV.
Yes, I'm a huge fan. You know, I'm a huge fan. But
I wrote T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison still signed to me technically. I wrote her for her whole first project, everything. I wrote it all. Like I was there when she was going to the first interviews with RuPaul, all of it. T.S. Madison is me. I saw her at an event. I wanted to feature on a song. Brought into my studio. She's like, "I want to be first lady." Signed her first project. Signed to me, right? Shangela is another super drag queen. Shangela just was on Dancing with the Stars, and then Shangela's she got her show HBO We're Here. I wrote for them. I wrote for Willem Belly, a bunch of them in the LGBTQ. I was the guy who wrote for them the hits. My label, right? And then something happened, and you know, my husband fucked the money up with the producers, and that fell, and I had to go start over again. And I said over again, I'm gonna start. You know, I'm gonna do excellent music, and because I took the CEO of mine at that point, and I took myself to the side and was running a label. We were producing for people and shit like that. I was writing for people and stuff like that. There's a song, if you go Google Manila Luzon, she's one of the famous drag queens on the show, and Andre Excellence. I used to go as Andre Excellence before, called Ice Cream Smash. I gave her Smash. We perform everything. Then I went, but after the label, everything after my ex messed me, screwed me up, and I ruined that whole thing, and I lost it. I went solo. So I started Xcellent Music, and Xcellent was just, and I was the artist, first artist, Xcellent Music, and we had the house and studio, and I rebuilt again, and started over again, and started building it. And I was in LA, in Beachwood Canyon, Hollywood Hills, had a house, state-of-the-art studio, and just people come in, we create. I work with like Scheme. If you don't know who Scheme is the super pen. Scheme wrote Fancy for Iggy. He wrote Black Widow. Scheme wrote Classic Man. Scheme was signed to Drama. Scheme is like a West Coast legend. Scheme, the legend Scheme. I was Scheme, hung out with like Medina, like all these people will come in and create this Sharp and Steel, Iron Sharp and Steel, right? Jimmy Duvall, he used to produce for XXX, Tasha John. All these people came in, and all these producers came in, and we just create this world, create music, create and building. And I still was doing my music, but still working on other things, and it's been bubbling still then in my project, and still to where we're going right now. And that, you know what I mean? And that up until this year, I'm just doing me, just figuring myself out and doing it in this world. You know, we had to deal with the pandemic, this and that. You know, just trying to kill it. But that's really the story where we're at, where it's at, and it's just been this like melting pot of stuff that's been building for a minute to where it's at now, to where it's like, okay, cool, let's go.
Right. So I mean, man, like my mind is blown right now. I'm like, honestly, because like I'm a huge fan of T.S. Madison. Not only that, but she also part of our community. The LGBT plus. So I mean, hey, like we know how to
It just messed me the other day. I messed me the other day. I'm like, she's doing big things. I'm like, I'm so proud of her. She went, her in general. But I had to see all that. Put it this way: had they not messed up my first label, the reason why I'm divorced, the reason why the ring is so big, because they messed up. And not to mess up my first label, I'd have been kicking up right now. Because all the people that I work with are on television, on TV. You see them all, the people I named.
Right.
And they remember. They know what it is. They know they still won't work with me. So got it. But hey, I'm a famous saying. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Right. So I'm at this point now. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna, man. I'm gonna go hard in the paint. Let's do it. That's kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well, because I mean, trust me, because once you put yourself first, you went hard for everybody else. So now you know that what you are capable of and how far they've gotten. No, it's not now. Now it's time for you to start putting that time into yourself, start investing into yourself. You know what I'm saying, and then go from there. Because man, look, I done seen. It's not only that, but I done seen like the different other shows that you have been on as well, like with different interviews. Not only that, but I know for sure it was like the workout video.
Oh yeah. I've been doing it for a minute. I've been doing workout video with Brad Hammer, all the people. I put the people in pocket. I had one video that I took down. I'm gonna put back up as you start building it now. I didn't again. And it's me trying to figure out, like, okay, my favorite artists, rappers in the world. I like to have a category. My favorite rapper in the world, the God MC is Jay-Z. Period. Best ever. God MC Jay. Notorious B.I.G. I love him, but he's incomplete because Jay-Z is the God. So I try to mimic an image. Sincere. What's it say? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So instead of me just being, and it may have killed me a lot of times because I want to say, you know what? He's a boss. He had to start his own labels. Whatever. I'm doing my label. I should have just been selfish and been artist mode, been artist. I'd have been farther and I could have labeled extra. But I'm like, no, Jay-Z did it because look, he did it. I didn't realize what it is. It's taking the time in these iterations, and I realized that, and I realized, no, you know what? And then I listen to Clues and Signs, and someone said something to me. A quote is like, "Always remember to put your life vest on before you put someone else's life vest on." I'm like, oh, they fuck me up. I'm like, okay, now I know. So that's where I'm at now, and I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And everybody can rock. But yeah, that I feel like I'm just watching everybody, and it hurts in my heart when you make it hits and you make it smashes that can compete on a level with certain people, and you can't because you have the marketing and promotion and that, right? And you know what I mean? And everybody, I can tell everybody what label is a popularity contest when you have all the fans or all of this or the buzz. They don't want to do no work, right? So it's like, okay, cool, and money only goes so far. But I feel like I'm like The Rock. I'm the people's champ. I'm coming. So now I think this whole doing the show am now being able to do you get to see me and get to know me on the show, and I can add music is the missing link. Because now I can advertise and ads and people and whatever. I'm just literally 15 weeks. Next week is episode 15. And now with the music added to it and just keep killing them. Because for me, I'm nothing. And trust me, I'm about to drop one of the best albums of the year on New Year's for everybody. That way, put it on everything. I trust me. The only albums I heard that they're hitting it like that. Pusha T's album is super dope. I like Drake's album with 21, right? And you know what I mean, there's a couple of honorable mentions, but really, I'm about to and Kendrick, but really, I'm coming. Right, my Legends of the Fall is about to hit y'all, and that's just me cleaning out my closet because I'm working on my X-Force. I'm working on the X-Force album for Q1 and Q2. I want to drop 2 or 3 albums next year. Let's go. I do. This is like, you know what I mean. And now I don't worry about social media. I don't have to be stressful. Like I don't have to put like me eating eggs and shit. No. I'll do Excellent World. Give everybody social media, and I can just rock. So that's kind of where I'm at with it at this point.
Right. So, I mean, let's get into that. Like, what actually made you want to pursue, you having your own all the way around show? Because, I mean, you deal with WWE, which I grew up on. Yeah. When I tell you, before John Cena, I was there when China was still there. I was there when China was still in the ring.
So you know what it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! Look, I tried to use some of the moves of my brothers at a point in time. So trust me, man. Look,
everybody does. I know. Some people act like they brand new. I'm like, listen to me. WWE, it's on every day. It's one of the longest running episodic shows. If you can work the crowd and learn what makes the crowd pop, make the crowd pop. One of our biggest actors in the world is who? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Where'd he come? WWE. John Cena, another one. You know what I mean? So it's for me. It's entertaining people, having fun. It's that you know what I mean. If I in another life, I would have been a champ because my microphone skills untouched, for real. I'm just somebody asked me the other day, is like, bro, because I do wrestling takes, like, they're gonna have you as a manager. I'm like, oh, I'll manage a couple people. I'll dust everybody off. Trust me, the microphone. You can't touch me. Like, I don't touch me, right? But yes, I'm gonna dust everybody off. I'm like, Triple H, holla at me. We're coming, right? But yeah, I kind of give the show is kind of like the things that I love that I incorporate in my lyrics and music, right? Already, it's me giving my analysis and take on an educated opinion on stuff, right? And I also do the deep dive and stuff like that because I love it, because I feel it. I love it so much, right? So I'm a big movie person. I wasn't gonna be rap, I'd be a director. I love my movies. So I do movie reviews, television, WWE. Football happens to be like the other thing. Football is like I know some people like football, some people love it. I love it, you know what I mean? But and in pop culture, like the pop culture stuff, I try to be messy, but sometimes the messy stuff is people want the salacious shit. It's funny, and for me, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna be real with you. Yeah, I to me, the rules are: you put yourself out there in public consumption, be a public figure, and if you use some dumb shit, we might have to talk about it. So I just having fun with it. But the Excellent World is trying to me is like I'm talking to my friends. If like me, you have a conversation, I'm sharing you some news I heard or some shit I heard. We just going back and forth. Like, did you see this? And that type of that way, and you give an insightful clip. And then I like with YouTube, I like that you can click on it and go into it, and you can go and hit what topic you like. Because some people might not like WWE or might not like football, but they can click and go directly to the topic I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But if it's interesting and salacious, interesting, funny, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna touch on it. If it hits excellent, it hits my ears. Excellent. Well, then I go and I speak about it. That's kind of where I've been going. Almost like sport, like PTI Sports Center. You see the little topics every day, and sometimes I bring certain things you might have missed, little catchy things, interesting. Like I like cool stuff. Like, I have people sending me, like, I look at like the stars or space or technology or future. You know what I mean? Things that are interesting to talk about. Things that I would be like, if you and me were having a conversation that we were talking about, I was talking to you about, is stuff I bring to the show and we talk about in that aspect. So that's kind of what Excellent World is. It's just it's like a labor of love, but it's fun for real. It's fun.
Yeah. And that's most deaf. And you guys, make sure y'all stay tuned. For sure, we'll be right back after these short messages. Stay tuned. In fact, I'm about to throw in one of his videos right now. You guys. Throwing one of his videos right now, so y'all sit tight and enjoy. We'll be right back.
like China did raw.
Break a beat, break a beat, break a beat, break a beat. I'll break a beat, break a beat, break a beat, break a beat. I'll break a beat like China did Rob, like Caitlyn did Chris. I'll break a beat like China did Rob, like Janet did Wasim, Wu-Tang for the. You better have it ready, bitch. Have it for me when I go, bitch. I need my fucking dough. When I break it, ho. Bitch, coin and Swiss bank account, gotta go. You better come correct when I come collect. Better cut me a check, all hands, all deck. Bitch, don't fuck my flow, boy. I had to put my finger up your like Hawk did to Gawk. I'm at the fuck like clothes. Like what you gonna do when I break a beat, break a beat, break a beat, break a beat. I'll break a beat, break a beat, break a beat, break a beat. I'll break a beat like China did Rob, like Kevin did Britney. Make a beat, give me a kidney. I'll break a beat if you even give an inch. Put that poop in a clinch, in a motherfucking cinch. The way I break you, beat, think the hand I got you see and have you potty trained and pee like hit your own and North Koreans. When I break a beat, to how you boot the shit from Neiman's, you be goggling my shit when all you see is fucking demons. Break a beat, break a beat, break a beat, break a beat. I'll break a beat, break a beat, break a beat, break a beat.
Yeah, so I mean, when you first started off with your show and your music, what was the hardest part for you?
When I first started off,
Yeah, and that's two separate questions. When you first started off with you having your own show, and then also when you first started off with you produce like pushing out your music.
Oh, so the music for me was the hardest. Is just like not having the funds to do it. I came from me and my family. I'm once I one day I write a book. It's actually a TV show, but my life is I grew up with wealth and then poor, very very poor. My dad disappeared, doing some dumb shit, and we were getting my mom was a princess, and then she wasn't, and me and my mom lived hard for a minute, real hard. So I grew up in the service of my mom and family. I had two younger brothers. Like I was in the military for a little bit. I did everything, to help my mom bring money back to my mom and family and whatever for a minute. So just getting the ability to get to that point so I can go and just explore my dreams was the hard part, right? With music, once I got in the studio, I'm like, nah, because I constantly, boom, boom, I can feel music. That's crazy. There's a psychic that I talked to. Her name is Ursula Stevens. She was the psychic for Bill Clinton. She's a psychic for Bush and Bill Clinton. She refused to do Trump. Her name is Ursula Stevens. She's like 80-something years old in Virginia. We met through the people. And one thing she's like a mama to me now. And one thing she told me, first time she told me, she's like, Andre, you feel music in your soul. You look up like Mozart. He feels it. You feel it internally. But she's telling me about herself. She's like, you make songs out of everything, don't you? I'm like, yes. It's like you feel music. Remember that. Remember you put in. Remember you put in that. So for that, it was just it's getting those thoughts out. I like my phone alone. Songs, right? Like even now, I just told you, I'm about to drop this album and hit everybody hits. Bow. And I'm always worried. I'm like, I'm gonna hit. And then I went and we did a record yesterday, a beat yesterday. It's just a record, and it was a sample of something I heard, a clip that our producer pulled it from a year and a half ago. I have some up to yesterday, and it's so fire. So I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna stop. I used to think I never have enough to write about, and now I know I have enough, right? So for me, the hardest thing in music was getting to a place where I'm comfortable dealing with family and stuff like that, and because my family came first. And unfortunately, mom passed. Like this is like I'm in God mode. My mom died, and it's like that's my heart, and I'm still processing that. I'm still grieving. So I'm dressing all black because of the opinion, and I know she wants me to succeed. And now it's like the focus is back because I don't have to make sure. You know what I mean? Like I'll make sure my mother's alive. She didn't need for anything. She didn't want for anything, and that kind of stymied me. You know what I mean? Some people just like, I gotta do me. So most people, a lot of people have family, parents, and they go and their parents do them. No, I would take what I had and give it to help my mom. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? In a
Yeah.
broad way. I mean, so it is what it is. That's okay. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So now I'm at a point where now it's just I can focus on X and just give that 100%. That's the hardest part for the music stuff. As far as the show, it's just getting the flow of it now. Because if it's done, it's got to be done right. I can't like there has to be the set. I got the idea, the sound. I can't look a certain way. Like some people just come in and they have the microphone. No. I want to look a certain way, certain look, whatever. If it gotta be, I want to make it entertaining. I want something that I would want to watch. So that's that first couple of weeks, that first couple months, like episodes. Like I first started episode 1 of Excellent World, and it was like pixelating and shit like that. And I thought that was cool because I remember in the 80s, they had this character named Max Headroom. It was like 80s character, like he pixelate, and I thought it was cool. And then after the first episode, I was like, we love the first episode, but it's pixelating and is mistakes. And like, it's not mistakes. I did it by design. I'm like, guess what? Too many people might get clear. Boop. So I'm like learning as I go, building as I go. So the show is a labor of love. The ideal, people take me all the time like, whoa, why don't you do a Twitch and do Twitch show live and go you TikTok live? And I'm like, because that's not what I want to do, because I'm not a Twitch person, or I'm not a Twitcher or a TikTok liver. I'm a musician who's actually doing a show to give a personality. You know what I mean? I don't want to be stuck, because if I make that a hit and make the smash, I'm locked into that forever. That's not what I want to do, right? I want to be able to do Excellent World and do it from here, Kosovo, Istanbul, when I'm on tour, on a show, you know what I mean? Like, and have fun with it as I go and be fun with it. Or build it up where it's a show. Like we have like the first couple episodes I had skits and stuff like that, do funny stuff, because I can do fun stuff and then make everybody come to like a set, and I have a place and have a network and it's time and people come there and I can do my performances there. That's kind of what the goal I'm trying to work on now. You know what I mean? Give me a show. Put me on, like, listen, we're in a content wars. If you didn't know it, you know it. Everybody, every streaming platform, somebody will eventually gonna come in like, yo, this shit's dope, and give me a little money and put infrastructure in, and give me a little space, and then maybe people come to me. I can do show there. I can put music out there, and then people come there. That's kind of where I'm kind of going with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, make a whole lot of sense. And I have to throw this in there right now, because if I don't, I meditate and I believe in the higher and above. My ancestors, I pray to them and all. Your mother is closer to you now than what she was before. You gotta understand, like everywhere you go, she's right here, B. She's right there, you know, and it comes down to the heart. When I say she's right there, she's right there. So, you know, just know that, hey, when she's looking down, she's proud of what it is that you're doing. You know, keep going. I feel you, bro. I know, because I'm big on energies and stuff. And yeah. I'm trying to hold it in myself. I feel you. So when it comes down to me, just know that she's looking down on you. She's proud of what you're doing. Keep going. Don't stop. Yeah. And you know, and I'm very spiritual. Okay, so I tell everyone, I am a PK's kid. I'm a preacher's kid. Okay, but not only that, but I also take the time to meditate, and I also, you know, take the time to, you know, thank my ancestors and my God up above, my guardian angels. You know, so just know that she's closer now than what she ever was, B. And when you feel with that moment to where you just feel like you're smiling for no reason, just know that's because she's closer to you, and then she's right there behind you. She's right there behind you. You know, so just keep going. Just keep going, man. Look, yeah. I feel you.
It's no trying to be. It's excellent season. Y'all have no idea. Right now. I suffer from like, I'm overwhelmed too much. I'm like, it's just now. My thing is, it's so much work. I'm hiring. I'm hiring people. I got to get infrastructure in place and to build that. You know what I mean? I know I did, because I did the show, right? It was an episode, like, I say 5, and it was a network. The guy who just showed me the money, right? And I went to his podcast thing. From the first time I did it, boom, they sent me information. Poop. I went to like a Hulu small business thing, and end up at some other side thing, right? And I go there, and they're like, and it was like episode 4, and I was like, I'm about to take a week off because I'm like, I can't do this every week because it's 3-4 days, and again, and I go to the event. It's Dave Meltzer's name. Dave Meltzer. Shout out to Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer. He's the guy who, if you've seen the movie Jerry Maguire, Show Me the Money. Show me the money. Is based on his life. Dave Meltzer now has a whole big like podcast super brand. He has a sports agency. He sold it. He does like he has a show called 2 Minute Drill. Some other shit he does over on he works with like SoFi Stadium. He works with Apple TV, whatever. So someone connected to him, connected whatever, and like the second week, wow. And they're like, oh, you have a show? Oh, brought me to a private thing with all these influencers and shit. Right. And I was 4 weeks in, and I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to go. But then they've been trying to sign me up. I'm like, no. I went on, I saw Dave, and I responded to Dave. I'm like, in my DMs. And I'm like, Dave, you're a legend. You know what I mean? He said, what are you trying to do? I'm like, I have the show Xcellent World. I'm going to be the biggest show in the world in a year. He's like, really? He's like, oh, cool. No. Then he sent me an email, sent me an invite to his event. He's the premiere of his show. Go 2 Minute Drill. They had the premiere, doing it big, Apple TV showing. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. And you know what? I'm really tired. It's Thursday when I usually record, Thursday, Friday. Let me go to this shit. So I go there, and I'm standing there for a minute in the corner. I'm not even Excellent. I was in like muted, chilling, whatever. And something told me, and this big dude comes up to me. He's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "Who am I? I'm Excellent. Who are you? Who are you?" He's talking to me. He's like, "Bro." He's like, "What's tell me about your show?" I'm like, "What do we do?" I'm like, "Oh, I have a little podcast. I just did a little Excellent World, the YouTube show. You know, my podcast. Had not podcasting. Yes, I'll be doing it every week. I'm probably gonna take a week off this week, and then catch up. But I'm doing this thing. I met some people from Dave." And they brought me here, and the big guy was like, he's like, oh, someone called. He's like, I went to the bathroom. He came back. I came out of the bathroom. He's saying to me, the big guy's like, big like a bear. He's like, oh no, come me talk to you. Come here. He's like, I'm gonna give you education. I'm gonna give you the education that I didn't get. He's like, you're gonna leave here now, and you're gonna go do your show again right now. You're not gonna take a week off. Do it again. You're in this room for a reason. They wouldn't invite you for a reason, but otherwise. Because I took a moment to the phone, watch your clip and show. He's like, it's dope. He's funny. It's interesting. He's like, listen. He's like, I'm a barbecue. He's like, I'm the barbecue master. I do barbecue stuff. He's like, I have like, he's like, now I have 3 shows. I'm a guest judge of barbecue grill in all of California. And does that, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I get paid for it. He's like, I had to do podcasts. He's like, when I started it, he's like, I was working 2 jobs and I wasn't getting paid or whatever. He's like, this is a wellspring of like this new podcast world, this new entertainment world. He's like, whatever. He's like, these people in this room are already doing something interesting. You're here for a reason. He's like, and I saw you're dope already off the chain. He's like, no. He's like, I was like, well, he's like, you need to show. I'm like, you can't stop. Keep going episodes. They'll catch up with you. Keep going. I'm like, I'm tired. He's like, no. He's like, he walked me to my car and let me tell me go to work. And I was like, the universe telling me, go to work, keep going, keep popping, keep going. It's good. It's getting better. So you know what I mean. I look for signs like that. But they put me in pocket to keep building it, and it's fun. It is fun. I get to speak and be myself and do, yeah. So yeah, it's almost like I feel like I'm running with scissors, having fun. You know what I mean? I'm a musician, and music is where my emotion, but the Spotify's and the this and that world, Apple Music, they devalue music so much. Unless you be the biggest artist in the world, you know what I mean? It's so hard. It's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna kill y'all. I'm gonna give y'all. They want a cult of personality. We're still talking about Kanye because of his personality, because he's a personality, right? He's transcended that. So I got it now. You want personality? Oh my goodness, I have all of it. I wanted my art to speak for myself, but that's not what we're looking for now, apparently.
I mean, right. I mean, but everybody has their own flavor, their own style, and what works for you, because you got to think about it. Whatever you're doing is something that you have a passion for, you know? So that's why you enjoyed it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can flow the way that you want to flow. This is your baby. Like, this is yours. You know, you don't have to worry about somebody else coming in and saying, nah, I don't like, no. This is me. This is me.
I'm doing.
And right, and trust me, I had to learn that. Okay, I had to learn that. This is like my third show that I actually have, been with. This one's actually my baby, Dreamhouse TV, that I'm building up right now at this moment. I've been with the Juanito show, which is international. It started off in South America, Peru. Shout out to Byron Davenport, he's a chef. But I also tried to start another show with I Hustle TV, and that just didn't fall the way that it was supposed to fall through. I was willing to fight for it, but it just didn't see eye to eye. So, but now it's just me. When I say it's just me, it comes down to scheduling, to editing, to producing, it comes down. But this is something that I love to do, this is my passion. And I'm not gonna complain about it because this is fun to me. I love it.
Fun. Exactly. Once I get past the bullshit, it's cool. Right? Yeah, it's cool. I just want to get away with the music because I'm really fucking smash everybody in the world of music. That's really what it is. This is just give it a personality so you know what it is, because I don't have the ad dollars that a Universal Music Group does or does. You know what I mean? And not to mention, by the way, they offer Xcellent Music technically has a distribution deal with Caroline, which is on UMG. Right? I've had that brass ring. They came to me. I haven't told that part of the story. They came to me at a point in my career when I did Xcellent Music. I have a song called "How About Tequila," where I talk about in my religious studies, I learned about a bar mitzvah. I'd never heard about that before, and I learned about it. And my friends were like, "Yeah, you didn't know about bar mitzvah?" And there's like TV shows about it. I'm like, "What? I didn't know." Right? And then the whole story about bar mitzvah and when you are a bar mitzvah when you're like a child, a citizen of the world, and the whole experience and stuff like that. I'm like, that's dope. And I wrote a song about it. Again, like an embody thing. How about Tequila, smash. Universal got Capitol heard it, Priority heard it at a point in 2019. It was Christmas 2019. They wanted to sign me to Priority when Priority was pumping. Priority signed the Capitol. They came call me. They had to call people clapping it. Label was on me. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, give me a label deal. I'm like, and you can put money into anything you want on any of my projects, but give me a label deal of Xcellent Music because I have other artists, right? Let me do that. And they were ready, get that deal. Thank God I did that, because 4 months later, Priority, come to find out the CEO at the time had been signing these people who weren't doing anything, and they folded Priority back up again, and Universal signed Empire. Priority was supposed to be the Empire at the time, was supposed to compete with Empire. It wasn't. At the new year, they decided, we're going to fold Priority. All those artists got shelved. Right. My label, Xcellent Music, became one of the Caroline labels on the distributed brand under the Universal Music Group. But I have a deal with non-exclusive, so I can put stuff out through them or not. But I'm not putting that out with y'all. Y'all not giving me no money. You're not. I don't have. I can call and put stuff. They give me a link. First, they had their own dashboard to put music up, and then they deleted their dashboard and they're like, "Oh, we're going to use DistroKid because DistroKid is for people who don't know, DistroKid is an aggregator to put your music out. DistroKid was started by people who used to work at Spotify, so it's really close to Spotify. It's very intuitive, very easy to use. Universal was using their own thing to upload music. They shelved all of that, and they used DistroKid, and they had the audacity, the caucasity to send me a link. It's like, now you can just put hyperlink UMG DistroKid and use their app, and then boom, and you can put your music out, and you'll get the Capitol Records Caroline banner. I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna go and pay you 20% just to get the Capitol sign and all the bullshit, and you're not coming and put money in my music and my videos and stuff like that, just be a label? No. Sorry. I had to put it out independently. I had that deal, still deal. Eventually, when I saw bubbling, pumping, they can come put some money in and talk to me. But I had that. I had that experience of being signed to a major label and all that other shit. I forgo that. They wanted to sign me. I'm like, no. I don't need any money for clothes, and I need money marketing promotion. So I've experienced that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? The music industry is a lot. So that's why it's trying to figure out the way in the world to get ears and eyeballs, and the streaming game. The streaming is a lot right now. There are 60,000 songs that drop every week, every day. Something stupid, right? It
Wow.
cream rises to the top. If you don't promote music, it's you know what I mean. And then the playlist game, we can go into a whole different conversation on that. But it's like it's just very it's very hard. So I'm just like this gives us an audience, building an audience, a visual audience, and build that, and the music will come with it. And I think if you build it, they will come, and they play more fair, because I can see what's going on in the audience, as opposed to like the Spotify's and the games and the Apple Music of the world. But that's what I'm dealing with. You know, it's a mind fuck when you look and listen to music and you're like, who put money behind that? What is that? That's your hot track. What is that? So,
Right.
but I'm about to kill. We about to kill him. We about to go on a run, and it seems like you about to run too. You decided I'm gonna do it myself, build my own stuff, build my own house, the name, and build my own brand. And if you build, they will come. And the consistency is key. Same thing. Let's build it. Let's do it.
Yeah, and man, you spoke more than what you really, what you know what I'm saying, what I really expected you to speak, because like I said, you know what I'm saying, like I just started off. And man, when I tell you, like, I am so grateful. Just recently, shout out to Fat Bath and Body. They just recently came out with a lotion name, you know, like for my TV show, you know, like, so they just, right? Yes, yes.
Yes,
yes,
yes. What?
yes.
I'm buying it right now, and I'm telling everybody, send it to me. Let me know. I'm an excellent. I'm like, buy this right now.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, and that was just recently, yesterday, that she dropped that. You know, and it was crazy because like I just interviewed the owner. You know what I'm saying, the CEO of the business, and she mentioned it. But at the same time, I'm more like, okay, if it does come, I'm just going to take it. I'm grateful for everything that adds to it. And yesterday she dropped it, and I'm not even gonna lie. The first thing I did was scream. The first thing I did was scream.
Yes, sir. It's coming. Your blessings is coming. Okay. Yeah.
First thing I did was scream. And then after that, I'm not gonna lie, the second thing that came was the tears, because I didn't know how to, you know, like after so much excitement, you don't know how to really to respond to it. It just like, God, universe, my guardian angels, my ancestors, I thank you for everything.
Everything.
You know, for everything. Right. It's not even the fact that I'm coming here to ask you for anything right now. I'm thanking you because you pretty much came and you paved the way for everything to work out the way that it needs to work out. So, man, when I tell you, like, I'm so grateful, like, so grateful.
Yo, you're my new friend, man. We the same person. I every night I pray, I'm like, thank you. If I stop right now, I'm still blessed. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Listen, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Tell me. Like the new song I have right now, coming out Friday. Let me see it. I said, I'm talking about it. It said, I got a complex. I got a chip on my shoulder. Some would say it's as big as a boulder. I'm in the X-File or Scully and Mulder because I feel like I'm like, you know what I mean? I feel like I had to watch every week because I listen to everything every week coming out, all the music coming out. These people, they pushing, and are better than me. And I'm like, oh, okay. It makes me crazy. It made me almost less person crazy or give up. And that's the sad part, because I've seen great people, great artists give up. And I'm like, no. Keep going. Because when it hits, it's going to hit. And the storm's going to come and everybody's going to go. And people will be like, oh, shit. Like, wait a minute. His back collar. Oh, my God. There's a hit on the hit. Right? No. What are we missing? Cool. So it's gonna come there. You're gonna get there, and when they get it, they're gonna see the back, and they're like, oh, it'll be like a treasure trove. It'll be like open up like a gold chest of shit. All right, they coming for real.
Exactly. And I learned to count it all joy and throw it in the bag, man. Throw it in the bag. Like I already added it to my linktree and everything. So you guys go to my linktree, you'll be able to get access to the lotion, the body soap. Like
I'm gonna go afterwards. We Xcellent World. We just the website Xcellent World website is will be up tomorrow with 15. I'm gonna put affiliate links. I'll put affiliate link to Dreamhouse, affiliate links, whatever, polls, stuff like that. We you know, I'm still getting. I'm telling you, 15 weeks. I'm still doing all of that. Like I had to go through the bit. Like it for me was like a shits and giggles, and then it was like, oh, Okay. That had the business of it. The business, you know what I mean? The business. I'm still there in the mush of that. Like, you have no idea. Like, I get up and I'm like, it'd be 4 a.m. I'm like, okay, sleep on, just sleep X. Yeah. So, but you know what it is. But it's coming. The storm is coming. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. You're dope. We can take over. Look, we go look 365, and this time now we can be like this. The world be like, oh my God, Dreamhouse.
Look, right, and I'm gonna be like, excellent. Look, it is an anniversary party. I need you to be in the building. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm in Houston, Texas. It's coming. It's coming, okay? So when I send you that invitation, I just started off September the 23rd to be exact. I'm in Houston, Texas.
Word.
So
I've never been to Houston. I want to come to Houston. What's it like in it? Yeah, I'm gonna come. I've heard. Okay, word. Yeah, okay.
Come
they
on,
do big in
I'm
Texas.
from here. I'm originally from Louisiana. Shout out to the boot, you know. But right now I'm in Houston, Texas. And when I tell you, you gonna come out here, we're gonna turn up Louisiana style in Houston, Texas. We gonna turn it up.
Yes. Let's do it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm not saying LA. I'm not LA. LA loves City Angels. I'm not saying LA. I'm in LA right now because the whole setup, everything, the team work with. You know what I mean? I feel like the pandemic took a little bit away from the LA soul. The people who are the soul of LA left to go to the places. It's still, you know what I mean? I just happen to have to know how to move here and make this shit work. Like, you know, I can make it look easy here. But once it's time to get this shit, simplify shit. No, I'm taking the road. We're coming to Houston. Thank you. Yes, Houston, absolutely. Houston, Miami.
Whatever you want to do, put out the camera. Whatever you want to do, just to showcase that. Look, pull it out, B. Put it out. Yeah, you're more than welcome. You have my blessings. You know what I'm saying? Show up.
Raven about to turn up. Houston. Yes, sir. Let's play. Yes, please, man. Can't wait. Because I've never experienced Texas. I really have not. I've been a couple times, but not like really like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I really want to get that. So let's get that work. And yeah.
So what about Louisiana? Have you ever experienced that?
I went South by Southwest briefly. I've been to Louisiana. I've been to New Orleans. Been to New Orleans a couple times. You know, never been to New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. I've been to New Orleans for a Southern Decadence. But you know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me. South in general, I'm about to turn up.
The fact that you said Mardi Gras, you already know what the turn up is all about. You know how we coming. That's why I said Louisiana in Texas with a little flavor of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there was a point I told you. There was a point when I wasn't rapping. I told you, and I party for a living, and especially the gays, we party as a circuit. Every week was a different party in a different city, a different place. It would be Atlanta, this one, New Orleans. I travel. Oh no, I do. Who does that? I love the party. That's my whole brand. At the end of the day, my brand is about having fun and partying and dancing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not like, I like to make people have fun, thought provoking, make people think, and maybe I want to be the soundtrack of people's lives and fun, but and fun and dance. That's what my version is. You know what I mean? I don't. So I'm not a teacher. If you want, you know what I mean? I might talk about news and that's excellent world, but on the music, I was saying people have fun, or reading is fundamental to read somebody. But let's have fun. Let's go. Yeah.
Right. Let's turn up. I mean, hey, you know, look. How they say, John boy without all business and no fun. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All that. Nah, you gotta know when it's time for you to be all business. And then when it's time for you to have fun and celebrate and turn up, that personal time when it's time for you to pat yourself on the back because you done accomplished something that you really didn't know that you could accomplish. You know? So at that moment, it's time for you to, cheers. You know, it's like you know what I'm saying? Like, give thanks. Just take that moment to make time for yourself. Business gonna come. And the fact that you're going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, they gonna want to know what's the hype. You know, that they're going to try to figure out, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Everybody tuning in, you know what I mean? Like I said, I checked out your Facebook, Instagram, your Spotify. I done went through the whole
Thank you.
thing, man.
And
like
I'm still editing and still updating that. I really need an assistant because there's so much to do. It's so, you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm still trying to get my mind around TikTok. It will. You know, I have a song right now I put out for the TikTok. I did the song when my mom was passing for the World Cup. I would have submitted to like FIFA and whatever, but my mom passed right at the time, so I didn't get a chance to get on that and missed that whole FIFA arc. So I have it out. It's called 2022 World Cup. I put it out. I thought I was like, okay, Sound On is like Spotify's company this music. So I'm like, let me go to it's not go DistroKid. Let me go to Sound On and put it out through there because I can put out my music, put it out there, and then maybe I get some concessions. The opposite happened. Now it's like you can't use the restricted license. Their algorithms don't speak to each other. I'm like, bro, ruin the song, ruin it. So I'm still trying to figure out that TikTok world, and now I'm realizing you're a business account. You can use commercials. Something like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out because I know in my heart of hearts I make better music than most of these people. Right? You just got to hear it. You know what I mean? You can play me a bunch of crap all the time. You can pay people a bunch of crap all the time and they like certain things. But if you play someone to smash, you play someone to smash. This is the period. And I just know once I get ears hearing the music, it's over. Everybody. Over. I'm coming. So yeah.
Yeah, just like that. And speaking of, like when it comes down to your music, because man, look, I get excited just listening to it. So I know for sure that you producing and putting it all together. I have a few songs that I want you to choose out of all of those that was mainly your favorite. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what it is. Because every artist has a favorite. Every artist has a favorite. So the ones that I chose between was Take Your Chick.
Okay.
Weatherman. Buy Me Some Love, Ass Man, Cameras Flash, and Break Up Get.
That's hard.
I know. Because look, that was my favorites. Okay, I was like, I gotta narrow it down to, So have at it.
Ass Man is just me being personal. Is my thong song. I love Ass Man. Like that's to me, that's like my personal. Like that hasn't had its time yet. I feel like that got missed a little bit. It's gonna come back when it can identify as an ass man. Yes, I am. If you got a big booty, you'll fit right in black, white, Latino, or you I'm not fucking around. That one I'm not. No one's seen me perform that yet. That's the thing. By the way, when I'm performance art, it's like performance art. I'm like, you must see TV. I try to kill myself every performance. That probably that one's my favorite. But I like fucking hoes, love like that hoes. But it's a play on words and it's so rough and abrasive. Some people don't get it, and they, you know what I mean? I heard people say he's misogynistic. I'm like, no, the song is about them hoes, the bad hoes, not every hoes. It says fucking hoes who won't put money on my books, who put bail will quit. You know what I mean? It's really talking about I need that bottom bitch with me, my bottom boy. You know what I mean? And when I'm talking about my boys, my super twin. I need that one to ride or die. That's what the song is about, right? But people don't get that message. Yeah, probably I say Ass Man is probably my favorite. That's my super sweet of all of those close to my heart. I feel like I didn't get its time hasn't come yet. Because when I open it up and perform it, it's like because I can see boom, 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 boom. I see different stage, but the stage performance alone is like, you know what I mean? People like it's almost like I wanted to be like Thong Song, but like, yeah, yes. That's probably my favorite.
Look, right. Then I also saw the song. Okay, so this is from 2019. The song "Hold With It."
Hold It. Oh yes.
I laughed. I'm not even gonna lie and say I didn't laugh because it was funny as crap. Like I was like, bro, this dude is freaking wild. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna make sure that his YouTube is gonna be tapped. Y'all already know how I do it. Description box below. Everything. His Instagram, like everything.
Excellent world.
Facebook.
Yes. Oh, how it is like, how it was me talking to my friend, man. And she's talking about this dude she was hooking up with, and he was like, wanting to do some Randy, some nasty. No, she's like, oh, I'm like, girl, that one, you better do. What are you talking about? In the paint, get hard in the paint. God, what are you talking about? You for the win, go for the win. And I started giving her examples. I'm like, look. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I said, what's the saying? Yeah. Oh man, that's not right. Yeah, it's really me talking to her and be like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. We're not in high school anymore, where everybody's like, like, yo, just go with it, man. Just how with it. Just how we have fun with it. Life is, you know what I mean. We all have a little. Right. I tell people, I feel like I'm Santa Claus because I got a list. I'm checking it twice, and I love my ho. Trust me. And everything I've asked y'all to do, I probably did it already. I'm gonna do it. For real. I can be held in. Everybody can be, you know what I mean. So but that's one of the smashes. But that was me giving an example, a deep dive. And talking like, girl, you better do it good and really good, and make them remember what it is. Stop playing. Have fun with your life. Life is too short. That was what that was.
Yeah, most def. Yeah, so I mean, look, talking about the WWE. I also seen the one where you have Alexa Bliss.
Oh, Alexa. Yes, that was the original song was John Cena.
Exactly. So I mean, like, I know, and you did that one just for fun. Did it blow up?
Yeah, it's fun. It's blown. It still is one of the most people still. I don't promote it. Still gets a lot of following. People love that Alexa Bliss because Alexa is still wrestling. She's still dope. 5 feet of fury. Alexa Bliss is 5 feet of fury. She's amazing. I thought she was dope. She needed at that time when that song came out. Alexa was like the champ. She's a little blonde, little lightning, and so I wanted to give a little something. Just let me have fun. You know what I mean? It used to be you could do freestyles and rap over some people's stuff and not be a drama. And now streaming it out. But so I wanted that was like my fun little version of it. I remade that beat. That's that. You know, I could do that for sure. When we get to a certain point, when I'm part to a label and it clear, and I'm gonna start. I'll do like mixtapes and freestyles and rap over other people's stuff, and like the old ways, like 50 Cent will come in on your track and kill you and be better than you on other people's track. Yeah.
Yeah, that type. That's ooh. I don't know. Ooh, you probably made some people feel a little threat.
They can't feel threatened. Okay. Hey, listen. Export. If the shoe fits, wear it. It's nothing personal. We can. My pen is ridiculous. They call me the Velociraptor. Just okay. This is a contact sport. When I'm getting on the record with y'all, I'm trying to destroy you on the song. I'm trying to be the best. I'm the one they go to when they fast forward. Drake, and by the way, Drake and Slaughter Gang double down. They were like, he said, I'll be on the song, make a label think they need you. I'll be on the they give me the future. Are they talking that shit? Yes, I'm that one. Yes, let's turn up. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. You know what I mean? How many songs has Drake been on with people you fast forward the person to get to Drake? That way. That's how I feel like. I'm bringing everything, the kitchen, everything on the record. Yeah, I'm trying to kill everybody. Murder business.
Yeah, I mean, because at this point in time, you might as well just come in, make your mark, and right, like, why miss this opportunity? No, I got this chance. Now I'm about to pop. I'm about to shine and give it all that I got to make sure that people gonna remember me. Just off of this, it don't even have to be a big verse. It could be just a little verse, but they gonna remember.
Oh man,
yeah.
Must see TV. Yeah, every time, 100%.
Type of ass that'll make you go broke. I need an ass that's buck some perfect pitch that'll bounce to the beat when I flip a switch. Super ass TikTok and got its own twitch that will cut off my pelvis. No cap on a cat's out of mask. I give it up for the perfect ass. Classic apple bottom of your ass. Because identify as an ass, yeah, yes I am. If you got a big booty, you fit right in. Black, white, Latino, or Asian. Because a flotation device. But some people like their assets to be firm and so nice. Give me a big supply, gotta be soft to plug. No quick fast ass, no.
Listen, yeah, this is gonna be. I'm working. The album I'm about to drop is gonna be. It's called Legends of the Fall. Legends of the Fall. That's a whole different. I might play a couple songs. I may play one of those. Excuse for this. But this is something from my next Q1 album coming out. We have X-Force. I'm dropping that. Me and my X-Force. This is a beat we're working on. We did that yesterday. I don't believe you. Yeah, smash. No, really, that's the new one. That's gonna be on X-Force. I'm coming for these people, but no, really, but the album Legend of the Fall. Hold on, I got you. I'll play one. Let me give you this one. I'm gonna give you an exclusive. This is me. This is my this is for the GA for the GAY for the G's in the building for the GAY. This is a big record. Art is an art piece. I'm gonna have to do a video for this at a point.
And let y'all know, stay tuned. Okay.
Something. I am. She talks like a parrot. What is going on with you, Maria? I feel pretty scared. I feel pretty scared. I feel pretty scared.
You know, people look in the mirror and say, damn, I'm pretty. I'm pretty, baby. And I got a face for TV. I'm ready for my close-up. I look in the mirror and I'm yawning. And the man look back, you're pretty stiff. Running the world. Put on my feet, socks and let your box. I be exfoliating. You know, real put loose in my captain bacon. And my Louis on. Hermes Bengals and Scooby on. Roy calling it Scooby on. Put on the new beyond. My closet, like if you swear to God, there's so many labels, just in your wallet. My dog is pretty. Frenchie Booty, so pretty. Voluptuous like the parents. Wait, roll through the city. Even my car is crazy. Call it T-Time, Earl Grey. People think it's gone okay. I feel so pretty. I know you know that I am the shit. If you my competition, you should quit. Cause I feel peace. Damn, I look good. I'm cutting and laying down for one. Ready, set, go. I'm shutting down the show. So pretty and witty. Yeah. So pretty about being morning. When you look back and text me, that's I Feel Pretty. That's one of the records on one of the records gonna be on Legend of the Fall. Everybody's dead.
It's the energy for me, okay? Because I was over here and I'm just watching
That's my like. I wake up in the morning. I feel pretty. The birds and I turn on everybody. I want everybody to have fun. When it's all said and done, I want to have stadiums. People come in and they come to party to have fun, and act out the song and have. You know what I mean? I see everything I want to do, a vision like a set, like you're seeing an episode or a show or a scene, like a scene. That's what I'm trying to give to people. I've been holding on that one. That's West Side Story. You know what I mean? I'm about to hit everybody hard. Legend of the Fall. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're letting y'all know. Okay, he got some songs that coming. He already has some songs that's out there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys need to most definitely tap in. Like, y'all already know how to do it. Description box. All the links is down there.
Excellent world. Excellent. Yep.
It's YouTube. It's gonna be down there too. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Go through his show. Go through his music. Go through his, you know what I'm saying, interview.
If you want to see me, you want to hear me. Talk about all the nonsense and really pretty much say what we all thinking sometimes. Please Like I have a new segment called As the Yay Burns. It's my new segment because he's just the gift that keeps on giving, and it's a calamity of errors, a tragedy. We all know from another level. You know what that is. I can't with that. I cannot. And I was a fan. To me, I told him that's the type of stuff I talk about deep dives. I'm like, to me, and I tell him his face when I meet him. I don't know. He was the best of us. Kanye West. I know he was another name. His mama called him Kanye. Kanye was the best of us. And then he started with, I don't know what happened. I think his mom had something. It affects people differently, right. But it's a tragedy. The only comp, and I'm a rapper, I do metaphors and comparisons. The only comp I can have, he was like the Steve Jobs of music. When he hit music. You remember when he kind of hit? And it was like a meteor. Like he came and hit rock when it was gangster. He made it cool to be back by beat and emotions and feelings. Kanye was like you couldn't stop him. Imagine if he had just focused on himself, on music. What's wrong with being a big, great musician? What I mean, just take all that crazy energy and just been the best music artist, he'd have 1,000 Grammys. And then we'd have heard stuff. Our ears would have melted. Our ears would have been crying when he come to music. What happened? Now he's sitting there with his new boyfriend, the Fuentes dude, they matching outfits and stuff. The only time I ever see him in a match, that's when I talk that sassy, that assassin stuff on the Excellent World. I'm like, the only time I've seen him on the show, there's a video of him going to see his daddy Trump at Mar-a-Lago, and he's with the white supremacist, his new boyfriend, white supremacist boyfriend, and they're matching outfits, matching blue outfits at the airport. They're like together. Oh, last time I see him look like that, he's with Kim. So I'm like, whoa, you keeping up with this dude? And this dude, and that dude is a nasty. I don't even say his full name because he's just disgusting. He might have ruined Trump's whole run just being at Mar-a-Lago alone. That's how bad he is. This is a dude. If you look at his clips that are running around right now, the dude that Kanye brought to Trump, the dude's talking about women need to lose the vote, and we go by dictatorships, and each crazy and white and black. He calls the black vote the hard vote. And that's the person Kanye's hanging out with, kicking it with, buddies with, matching outfits, and cooling with. I don't know what's going on. Like I told people, I said maybe he's playing us. And I had a theory, because I do excellent theory segment, and I said maybe he's like, he has a recording from like April of last year, and he's like, hey guys, just to let you know, I'm really I love Jewish people, I love everybody, and I'm gonna do a deep dive because I feel like the left has gone too far, and I'm gonna get canceled, super canceled, see how far I can get canceled and what happens, and do a case study. But secretly, I'm still me. And even if he did that, you still lash him because you're hurting people's feelings and people's emotions. You're playing with things you don't know. I don't believe that's what the case. I think they just look a little cuckoo. But I was like, if that's the case, he's still a 00. He's still a negative. I don't know what happened. It's the biggest tragedy. I used to have a big saying where I said, if you ever go to like a museum, like people always say music, love the artist and you separate the art from the artist, right? And I was a big person on that. I'm like, because you ever go to like the Getty or go to like the Aerospace Museum, in these big places, and you look at the artist and you actually Google history of the artist who wrote it. Some of the artists are the craziest people we ever met. Did the craziest shit. In today's world, you would cancel them 1,000 times, but you still can appreciate the art. So I can appreciate the music. I can still listen to R. Kelly and still appreciate the music he created and still not feel bad about the crazy shit he is, because but lock him up, he needs to go to jail for what he did, right? And that doesn't make me feel like an awful person. Sorry. Actually, I have a song on Legend of the Fall called Space Mountain. What's called Space Mountain? Once it's like we listen to Chocolate Factory. We banned R. Kelly, right? That doesn't mean like I can't have that love. That said, for the first time, all the Kanye stuff he's doing, we were driving, and usually one of his songs came up, and I'm like, it hit different. I'm like, no, pause, next. I'm so over it. It's so much. It's so it's not even like funny anymore. It's just it's hurtful. It's like, come on, bro. You were like, we were the champ. You were our champion. Like, what are you doing? Like, you took our vote and our love and our like undying, like unyielding, like love, and you're just spitting out here, spitting our face every day. That's sad. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's sad. So, but that's something I was talking about. I don't spend all the time on there, but I be doing from a comedic perspective. I'm like, yo, as the Yay Bird, literally, what is this? I can't make this up. Can't make it up. So we're in a crazy world. A crazy world.
Yeah.
They keep giving a microphone.
For that part. Because I mean, everybody loves a supersonic star that is popping until negative energy is passed along the way, saying that it is this and that they did that. Yeah, everybody's a part of it. But I mean, once you hear about somebody actually they flaws, what are your flaws? You know,
yeah, exactly. Listen, I'm a flawed human being. I'm an imperfect God. I'm a God's imperfect. I'm a flawed human being. I'm gonna make mistakes. Because trust me, I'm gonna be one of the biggest artists in the world where it's all said and done. I promise you. It's on my mission. I'm gonna be one of the biggest because my product's the best. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I tell my people all the time, I'm like, listen, check me, please. I don't need yes men in my crew. Right? I want people who will, you know what I mean? You and me become friends. I want you to be like, X, you tripping on that one, bro. What you doing? What's going on, bro? Come on, check. Come on. You can't, like, there's a saying, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Right? And I feel like he's gotten to that point where he could just do whatever he wants and like whatever, and no one says nothing. Like, there's no way you could do that. No way. Mm-hmm. No way. Some of the stuff is going on. I'm like, what? Who allowed that? What is going on? Where's that? What? Like, come on, bro. Stop it. I don't know. I'm scared to see how this ends, but it's not going to end positive. Like, you're past the point where people are gonna like allow it, and like your next album, everybody's not gonna be like, yay, we're playing it. And that's not that. You took it that until people give. We can go on. I don't know what you're sharing on, but yeah, he's taking it to that point, past the point of like a bad, like, you know what I mean? Like, you said a couple things. You said a lot, and you're tripling and doubling, quadrupling down. I'm like, I don't know where you go from this. I don't know what happens. There's going to be an audience. Well, what's that audience? Who are those people? And do you want to be around those people? Because I don't want to be around those people because I'm scared. Because the guy he's with right now, his new boyfriend, Fuentes, that dude's scary. His takes, and I can't make it up. I don't even put him. I was going to put it, but I don't want to put it. He was on. I saw on Fox and CNBC his clips of him talking. His rhetoric is just completely out of form, crazy. That's the person you stand next to? Never. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that says a lot. That says a whole lot. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to say maybe. It's something that you guys need to take into consideration, to where when it comes down to something that you want for yourself and the people that you choose to include within, you know, so take that time to think about it. Like, hey, if I add this person to my group, if I add this person to, you know what I'm saying, like my foundation, how can I add to it? If they do add to it, how would it mess it up, or how would it profit? You know what I'm saying? Like for you to actually move on forward. So yeah, that's a whole lot of things that you need to take into consideration. But anybody that's out there wanting to pursue, you know, the same field that you are going for music, for show business, like what is some of the advice that you actually give to them? Basically,
be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Realize how to say this. Sometimes you learn more in a loss than a win. You're not always going to win. We always want to win, and I want to win. Trust me, I'm a winner, baby. But I've had failures. I've had things I've lost, and I learn more in that loss. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to lose, but those losses can make you stronger and better, and you're going to grow from it. And if no hurts you, or if someone telling you you're not good, you suck, you're not the best, you're not good enough, that hurts your feelings, then you're not in the wrong business. Go do something else. There's a lot of businesses you can be an accountant, because trust me, if I had a dime for people who didn't tell you weren't good, I'm not fast enough, big enough, pretty enough, young enough, cute enough, I'm not black, whatever, right? Nah, you gotta do you, know yourself and know your talent. Don't be blind or tone deaf, right? And that's another one. To lead, you have to follow. To be a good leader, you have to learn to follow. 100%. That's another one. Everybody, you can be like, I still go to this day. I work with producer right now. Producer right now I work with, his name is Zeus, the God. And Zeus, and most people I produce, I do heavy lifting. I'm giving examples. I'm kind of tell you what. And he come in, he be like, he give me sing like this, sing from here, do from here, do this. And I'm still learning, trying to get better. He's like, why have you tried this, Kenner? I'm like, whoa, I didn't. He's opened my range in different voice and different things I didn't know I had. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always learning, and I'm a boss. I don't own my shit, but I know I can learn. So never be afraid to learn. Never be too big. I'm a humble person. I think sometimes it gets in my way a little bit because I get a little bit more braggadocious. And I was come from humble, you know what I mean? But at the same time, always be able, don't be so big that you can't get coached and learn and get better, right? Kobe was great when Kobe was with Phil. You know what I mean? Michael was Michael scoring 80 points. We wouldn't get nowhere. He got with Phil Jackson, they were winning rings. Sometimes you need that. So that's all. I mean, that's it. Perseverance. It's not going to be easy. If you think it's going to be easy, nah. The people who got on by happenstance are 1 in a million. That don't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. Lightning strikes. And even those people, grand opening, grand closing. Right? So, yeah, I mean, it's so easy to get discouraged. It's really easy. I tell people now, talking to you now, discouraged. I'm like, bro, you're in the wrong business then. This is hard. It's hard. It's hard. So that's kind of what I tell them is that you got to, but if you love it, that's the word. Some people do things because they think it's the thing to do, right? Meaning, you look at me, I don't rap, I don't do, nah. Anybody, if I can reach anybody, figure out, I tell people all the time, find out what you love to do, whatever that is. It don't got to be music. Music is everybody, because you see everybody doing it, and that's not what your thing. Do what you love to do. The thing that you do in your quiet moments alone, the thing that you do by yourself, the thing that you would do for free, and then figure out how to get paid for that. Because if you do that, you never work a day in your life. That's the best. That's the best advice. Because I don't work a day in my life. I love this shit. I go hard and pay. I love it. I love what I do. Find out what you love. So many people are like, hey, money becomes. If you're the best at what you do, money will come. I tell people all the time. I told my friend the other day. He's like, I really like to just smoke, like I like to read, and I'm like, okay, well, how about this? There are people out there who love smoking weed so much that they have started their own weed and their own strand and their own brand and their own thing. And if you love it, then go do that. How about that? Turn a positive to negative. Do what you want to do. If that's what you really love, you telling me you love it like that, and you studying like that, then go do that. Instead of trying to go be the makeup artist, go do what you love. You might like stamp collecting. Go figure out how to make the stamps, the biggest, hottest stamp. I don't know what that is. If somebody got something you love, go find out how to do it. Love doing it and go love it, get paid to do that, because or else you'd be miserable. Don't chase money, man. Don't chase money. Money's gonna come. Money comes to being great. Am I wrong?
Oh no, you're right. You're right, because once you go towards and then put that time to what it is that you love to do and what you have a passion to do, man, look, how they say, your gift will make room for you. You know, like, hey, even when it comes down to, you working a 9 to 5, or you working a little, you know what I'm saying, a little time past that. But at the same time, once you put that time and the effort towards something that could help you motivate or elevate, that is what you're meant to do. This is something that you love to do. This is something that when you doing it, you put the smile on you, like it's a smile that's coming on your face, because why? You putting your time and your effort, not only that, but you also investing in something that you want to pursue in. Your time and effort, and you putting that towards something that you want to do, that's going to benefit you. Oh man, that's a whole different kind of feeling. A whole different kind of feeling. And not many people really recognize that until they actually, get into that moment of time to where that's what they want to do. Like it's all about figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Like finding yourself, knowing your likes and your dislikes, knowing what's going to benefit you and knowing what's not going to benefit you. Like it's all about that. It takes time.
It takes time. It takes time. Yeah, yeah. I got a friend now, really good friend of mine. I won't go to, but one of my best friends went to the job that the boilerplate job, you know, lawyer, doctor, and went all that like whatever, and making a great lot of money, and hates his job, and hates it, and was secretly happy when he was doing events and partying, promotion, and was making great money doing that. But that wasn't the pretty job. And to this day, I'm like, yep, you see me struggling inside busting. I'm not where I want to be. Nah, but you know what? I'm happy. No way. I remember, and maybe it's because I lost it. I thought music was taken from me. I told you, and I thought when I couldn't do it because I didn't want to be fake. I didn't want to be real. I want to be hiding this shit. I want to be myself. And I was like, I did jobs. I call them jobs. There's a difference between, and again, I'm not saying go be reckless. Like there's times you have to get, sometimes you have to get it, learn a job and something to get paid to pay the bills while you work on what's your career. You know what I mean? That's what and so that to me is paramount. I tell people all the time, what did you really love to do? Don't chase that because it's not your thing, because you flame out. And I feel like honestly, that's a problem with the music industry. That's my biggest I want to clean up. We are the only industry you can go from zero rags to riches, 0 to 100, with a little bit of fame, a catchy hit melody, whatever. You can hire people to do all that actually, and a little bit of fame and attention, and become super rich and famous and be a player in that industry. I told somebody all the time, I'm like, bro, let me ask you a question. If I decided tomorrow, I'm gonna leave you with this one. If I decided tomorrow, you know what? I like big booties. I like big ass, big juicy asses. You know what? I'm gonna go and start doing butt injections. I'm gonna get silicone because I know the perfect ass. I'm gonna go get silicone and start injecting good people and set up shop on Rodeo or Melrose and set up my shop. And there's an excellent ass, and put ass mold and people sign up people and go sign up and inject people with silicone and the way I think to make a perfect ass. What would happen to me? They would throw me under the motherfucking jail. Excuse my expression. They would throw me under jail. No, under the jail. Unless I went to school and medical school and learned to be a doctor and learn to be a plastic surgeon and do all those things. They put you through 12, 14 years of school to do it. I couldn't just walk up and just say, I'm gonna do it. I like butts. Like in hip hop, you could be like, I'm gonna do hip hop. I like butts and I'm gonna do butts. And but I got enough money. I'm gonna have a big, I'm a ball. I'm gonna have a fan outside and chains. I'm like, yo, we doing asses over here. Come do the ass, baby. And inject people. What would happen to me? They have it'd be a trial of the century. I'd put me in jail. They give me 1,000 years. No. But in music, you come in and just do all that and be like, and they'd be like, and because you have a lot of money and you can influence the right people or pay the right people to do whatever, nowadays, you could be like, you rocking to them. And they don't know what the hell they're doing. That's the problem. Music.
Yeah. True. And he's speaking nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth, you guys.
It drives me nuts. But look, those same people who got famous and they didn't really have the love for the music, they wanted to get rich and they're ballers. I'm a hustler. Then when they get big, then you want some of your favorite artists. You're like, why are you not putting out music again? Why I heard you for a minute? Why you would fall off? He didn't fall off. He got rich. It's hard to wake up in the morning with 4, 10, 15, 20 million in the bank and just go to work. When you work and push a button and go, and they go, what do you need, sir? The word busy. You gonna be hard to go to paint to make the next album for the fans? No, because you really wasn't doing it for the music. You're doing it to get rich. You're in the wrong business. Go find somebody to do business. You're rich and passionate. It's the ones that still get up and go, no, we understand. Let's go. That's really what the problem is. That's why we have this really derivative nonsense bullshit music, because our greats, some of them get tired, true, but some of them weren't in it for the wrong reasons, and they got a little bit they got the bag and they went somewhere else. And did something else, and they let other people come in who don't have no experience, and then a new generation comes every 4 or 5 years, so they start hearing the crap from the shitty people, right? And they think that's what the music, they build that. So you have a whole generation of shit that goes in, and then so that's when a great person come on and be like, oh, he's great, you know what I mean? So I don't know, something's broken in that. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what to do, but you ever wonder sometimes how like some of the great, what happened? Where y'all go? Where'd you go? And no, every record's not going to be 10 million, 20 million sold. But if your art and you create it, you're on another level if you love it and you're doing it, but you letting other people come in. I get so we went the whole period, and I'm not going to name names. They know who they are. Whole period artists who they weren't rappers, they were hustlers. They don't gotta know, they could care what come out their mouth, whatever. You get it, don't care. None but the principle is rape and pill. They call it rape and pillar season. They got the money and they out. But you leave that example, it's just sometimes it's about the art too. We're losing that. That's what's wrong with it. It'll cycle itself out. I hope. We'll see.
Right. So I mean, like, if they was, wanted to actually tune in on, your music, your show, what you got going on, go ahead, plug them in.
Oh my goodness. You can check me out on the show. It's called Xcellent World. Excellent. The word excellent, take the first E off because I dropped E a long time ago. Excellent. XCELLENT. Excellent World. Boom. You want to catch me on Instagram? It's Andre Excellence. Boom. Other than that, it's Excellent World. Period. My music is just my name. Excellence. That's who I am. That's what I am. I bled for this. Remember the scene in What's Love Got to Do with It where she left Ike? She's like, I leave everything, but I get my name. Excellence. Yeah. I've been in jail for my name. I'm excellent. That's who I am. I'm excellence. So my music is under Excellent. XCELLENC. Wow. I have a new record coming out on Friday called Let Me See It. Let me see your hits. Let me see it. That's coming out Friday. The one I got a record called Set It Off coming out a week after that. Another single after that. And I got an album coming out for the entire planet right around New Year's called Legends of the Fall. Wow, it's excellent season. I'm coming. Woo! Promise you, the music is on fuego. I'm trying to do, and when it's done, I'm gonna be doing Drake numbers. Let's get it.
Oh, and just like that, he already put it in the atmosphere. Okay, so lady, make sure y'all be checking out some of the major things that he's has coming in. Y'all already know how to do it. I'm gonna put everything in the description box below, so that way y'all can follow. You know what I'm saying? Hey, tap into it. Tap into it. Look.
I got the cup of the world. Woo! I got a record now called 2020 World Cup. It's a hyperpop record. I'm like, I got the cup of the world right now. Woo, woo, woo. We made it to soccer. Yeah. I'm in all that. Let's go, baby. Woo! Excellent. It's a pleasure. I'm be checking out Dreamhouse every week. Y'all better tune in to Dreamhouse.
Tune in. That's what I'm saying. Y'all already know I'm gonna have him already linked in, connected in. Got his YouTube as well. You feel me? Like, hey, we networking and vibing and climbing up the ladder.
And so, let's do this again soon. We're gonna cut up. Let's turn up. Oh
yeah. Most definitely. Man, like y'all, he coming to Houston. Okay, he gonna be one of the performances. So we're gonna go ahead and make this pop.
Hey yo, I'm gonna shut Houston down. I promise you. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Whoa. My CCTV. Listen, I'll pull up Houston with my Pima Indian walking stick. I'm like this. Let me see your hips. Let me see your shape.
Hey, y'all already down with this. Okay, look at the tattoo. Okay, I have a dream.
Oh,
yeah, the whole dream boy. Yeah. Also, right here, dream boy. Y'all got the whole dream catcher on here. Y'all already know how I come with it. Yeah, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna turn up.
Talk soon. Holler me. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, most def coming soon. Hey, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell below. Ding. So every time I hit upload a new video, you guys are the first ones to get it. And tap in. So yes, appreciate it, man. I really thank you for taking the time to talk with me. You know what I'm saying? To vibe with me. Anytime.
You know, we're just working with the world here. Right? Yes. Woo.
Oh yeah. We on the come up, baby. We on the come up. So yeah.
On the rise. Have a good night, mama. Thank you.
Make sure y'all stay tuned for much more. Y'all already know how I do it. I stay in contact with the person I already in the interview, because when this show is already blowing up. So the fact that it's getting bigger and bigger, I always like to bring the people back. You know what I'm saying? To touch up and see what they were before and how, you know what I'm saying, how they doing now. So, man, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. It's coming.
Dreamhouse. Woo!
Oh yeah. And that's this world, man. Y'all make sure y'all already know what's up. He live. Y'all can see it. Every day. He live. And description box below. Y'all tap in. It's coming. It's coming. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Y'all stay tuned. Y'all already know how we coming. It's much more to come.
Whoa.
Much more. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon. Bye, mama.
Right.
Have a good night.
Y'all, we out. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and that's it.
Bye.